Hi all, welcome. Tonya here. I recommend products and services. So if you haven't heard of my channel, subscribe so you can hear more. But today I want to talk about Believe It. I ran across this last week. I actually was fortunate enough, I think it was on Facebook, that I got a random invite, as I'm sure 200,000 people did, but to watch her day event. It went from morning till night, and she had all these amazing speakers, Mel Robbins and Dean Graziosi and Brendan Burchard and Ed Milet and Jay Shetty and Tony Robbins. Like, the production was amazing within itself. But Jamie Kern Lima is such a sweetheart. Like, the whole day, it was just one of those things that I was so thankful that I was able to be a part of. As a mom, you don't do a whole lot of personal development, but what we do a lot of is self-doubt. And this was all about removing that self-doubt, listening to your gut, knowing that you have the intuition of knowing what you're supposed to do. I started a business at the beginning of last year, and knowing what path it is for you to take next, and knowing that there's going to be no's. She is in cosmetics. Maybe you've heard of her, maybe you haven't. She sold it to L'Oreal. She's a self-made millionaire because she had a dream, because she believed in herself. She was told at points that her body type could not sell makeup, but she kept going. 3 years, she heard no's. Like her story, this is her story. And of course, she shared a lot of it through that day. You can find other videos online, but it was such an inspiration. And to listen to all these speakers speak the same message. Believe in yourself. Don't have the self-doubt. It takes over all of us. It's all-consuming at some given point, and it comes back. So we have to learn how to push it away. Trust in your gut. Know that we're all here for a reason. But the story, everybody's story, nobody gets instant gratification. Sometimes you got to hear no's for 3 years or whatever your story is. And sometimes you go through circumstances that it enables you, in turn, to then give back and share so that somebody else doesn't have to go through it, or they don't feel alone. You know, everybody's story is a little bit the same. Even these life coaches still hear self-doubt in their own minds, and they're teaching it to the world. There were 200,000 people live to watch this. It was so amazing, but the story that Jamie told and the obstacles that she overcome, we all feel them. We're all in that boat together. She went through Mean Girls. I mean, Ed Milet, after he read the book, told his 20-year-old daughter, here, you have to read this. And she said it changed her life. Like, we all have this image of ourselves. And when we're kids, it starts out very positive and it morphs over time. And I think it's even starting earlier now. I have a 9-year-old that I see things and I'm like, wow, are we really tackling that already with body image and everything at the age of 9? And then you get to be in your 20s and everything is superficial. I have scarring from acne scarring. That has affected me my entire life. So to hear stuff, and when we're moms, we forget about personal development. We forget about pouring back into ourselves. I mean, my kids were like, wait, you're still on these video calls? Didn't it start this morning? It lasted until like 9 o'clock at night. It was one of the best motivating days. So I wanted to say thanks to Jamie, but I also wanted to do this review so that you could get this book, feel inspired, listen to her message, and do some personal development. Remember, you're the most important part, and we should be listening to our heart a little bit more than our head sometimes. We're all put on this earth. We all have a purpose, and I would like if I could share something that's going to help better yours, that's what I'm here for. I'd love to see you subscribe, comment below, follow me on Facebook. I'll talk to you soon. Bye, guys.